So, what advice would you give to a young, aspiring writer who has a powerful story to tell, but is intimidated by the process and the industry?
But don't write for the industry. Your first one, just write it for yourself, and don't worry about whether the first draft is good or anything. For me, I feel like I just want to have a legitimate number of pages and a pretty good story. You know, you can always develop it, and you can develop it on your own to a point, and then you have to start sharing it and getting feedback. I think some people want to write a screenplay and have it be done when they get to the end and then go sell it. But a really good screenplay eventually won't be denied. Yeah. So when you write a screenplay, that's the easy part. The hard part and the most fun part is developing it, especially with
Mhm.
a legitimate producer. That's when it's fun because then the possibility of selling it. So you should focus on selling your screenplay, being a screenwriter. It's the studio or the financiers are going to determine what movie gets made. If you keep your mind on that, it could be too distracting to write a good screenplay, spending too much time thinking about this movie being made. Just focus on the writing and making it a good story. Write it for the reader.
Mhm. Yeah.
People will push it on if they like the writing, even if they don't like the screenplay, the story. They may say, "Well, this writer can write. I like his or her writing. I don't like this screenplay. I don't think we could do anything with this, but let's hire him and see if he'd be interested or she'd be interested in writing something for us." Then you're a writer. Just don't try to be a director. Don't try to be a producer or an actor. Don't tell actors what to do when you're writing a screenplay, because most actors, they want to create. You give them enough to know what you're trying to go for, but don't tell the director that the camera does this and you know or the producer what to do. Just write. You'll find that you'll have more room for writing. The words you use to try to just tell the director what to do, uh, you could be using that space for good writing. They'll fix that later on, whatever they want to do. You'll come back, or they'll hire someone else to come back and work on it to make it a shooting script. You make it
Ye
a reading script.
I think that that is great advice. I think it's so easy to get caught up in the action lines of like, "Oh, this actor makes this face," or like, "The camera does this," but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's not really your job, and I think you hit the nail on
No,
the head there.
no, and I think when people start, sometime that's what they want to do because they want to be filmmakers. They want to like direct the big movie. Get in there and argue with the studio as to why this would make a big profit for them if they would invest this certain amount of money.
Mhm.
But it's probably just stick to writing.
Yeah.
Just focus on writing a good screenplay.
Just gotta make it excellent 41 times. That's all it takes.
Yeah, 41 times. Yeah, but after that, you're good.
Yeah.
You got a good screenplay floating around town, and when people read it, they'll go, "Wow!" They don't see that your struggle, or that it took you 2 years to write it. All they know is that when they read it, it's great.